Yo, what's poppin', people? Your boy Snacks is back in the building with another banger. And you know how we do. Before we even get started, we got to shout out you, the people, for taking the time out, to using a few minutes to watch this video. Enjoy it. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share it if you like. But most of all, don't forget to leave your comments down in the comment section so we can have a great conversation on what's popping off. And as we know, Shedeur has taking the Browns to a whole nother level when it comes to just media within itself. And now, as we broken from rookie minicamp, volunteered into OTAs, and the veterans are in place. And yesterday, the NFL schedules were released, and we're gonna check it out because Shedeur is making noise, and coaches are taking notice, and everybody is on notice and want to know what game is Shedeur going to start. But let's take a look real quick and see where we at. Y'all ready to get this thing popping? Let's go. And as you know, the Browns schedule was released on yesterday, and everybody wants to know what game will Shedeur start, because we know before the season is over with, Shedeur will be starting for the Cleveland Browns. Because when the season starts, the quarterback room gonna look like this, and before you know it, it's gonna look like this, and then in a minute, it's gonna look like this. Sanders to Judy, because him and the rookies are already bonded. You know, they was taking rookie pictures, and the cameraman asked them which pose they wanted to make, and you know which one they chose. You know, they already doing the Shedeur in Cleveland. But it is what it is. Shedeur is already turning heads and got the coaches looking at him, and the coaches know what's up. But the head coach Kevin Stefanski dropped a few words about Shedeur and let us know how he really feels and what could take place in the upcoming near future for Shedeur. So let's see what Kevin Stefanski got to say about all of that activity. In a recent article dropped on the Sporting News, it says after it seemed like Shedeur could go undrafted, the Cleveland Browns made a decision to select him with the 144th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. Whatever the reason, there have been questions about the motive behind it. Some have suggested that Sanders isn't as good as many evaluators had him, while others have suggested that his father, Deion Sanders, was the reason for his draft fall. Now, that is part of the reason. The other part of the reason is just pure hate. Whatever the reason, head coach Kevin Stefanski of the Browns knows there's more to it than just selecting a quarterback and hoping he's an above average talent. Whether it be because a team doesn't need a quarterback, off the field issues they think that they might think are there, or something else. Shedeur has none of those. Has no off the field issues. You know, it's players that with plenty of off the field issues that were drafted above Shedeur, but we all know it was pure hate. It isn't as easy as just selecting him and hoping things go as planned. I really think it's up to every team to make those decisions on when they're taking guys and what positions they value and the type of things, per Kevin Stefanski. Also, quote from Kevin Stefanski: clearly, he has the talent to go higher in the draft. He didn't. Now, that's our job right now to dive into things where we can help him. Sanders now has the opportunity to not only be a starting quarterback, but potentially be a lifesaver for the Cleveland organization that's been looking for a quarterback for much of the past decade. Cleveland been looking for a quarterback since the 90s. Bernie Kosar. And Bernie Kosar was drafted in what, 1999? Yeah, that long. However, Sanders will have plenty to prove, and Stefanski noted that he needs to work on things before reaching his goals. Quote, none of these guys are finished products, and Shedeur certainly has things he can work on, Stefanski said, but in terms of the person, in terms of the kid who's willing to work, I think that's who we're getting. There's no doubt that's who you're getting. Shedeur has been that boy since day one, but we do have a hater, Tony Grossi of Cleveland. He's a Cleveland guy. He's been covering Cleveland for a long time, works for ESPN radio. They're in Cleveland, but he's more of a Dylan Gabriel guy. Listen.
Better to you.
I thought Dylan Gabriel both days looked a little bit better.
Why?
He throws a tight spiral. He throws a beautiful ball. He's very assertive. He knows the pocket. You could tell that, even though they're not rushing. He just has a pocket presence. Better arm strength than I thought.
Height wasn't an issue?
Not in this venue. I mean, it's touch football right now. So,
but you're still counting the numbers.
Yeah, but the numbers are the only things that don't lie. I mean, you could say he's short. Yeah, he's 5'11", so he's short.
But you think it wasn't an issue now? It could be in the future.
Oh yeah. So anyway, I thought Gabriel was a little bit better both days. Doesn't mean Shedeur Sanders is a bust or anything. He just the other guy looks better.
Now that is Tony Grossi. I just think he doesn't like Shedeur because he's been on Shedeur's ass since Shedeur has been in Cleveland. But Tony Grossi also changes his mind too.
Shedeur start a game? Yes or no?
I'll say yes, just based on history. The Browns start 9 quarterbacks over the last 2 years.
Chris, will Shedeur start a game? Yes or no?
Yeah, he will.
I'm going to guess
Somewhere.
he probably will too. And I think that the attention, the buzz around the team, will they get flexed into national TV?
Maybe he'll get there around flex time, and based on other games, maybe the network will bow to the Shedeur phenomena and put him out there.
But there's a difference of opinion in Shedeur, and most of it is Shedeur is the man in Cleveland. Shedeur is better than Dylan Gabriel. And there's one other sports announcer who had that assessment.
Good question, because it's limited. But did one of the two look better to you in what they were asked to do than the other?
In just throwing the ball, it's not close. Shedeur Sanders.
It's not close
not
either.
Close, no.
Wow, that's okay. Now that's news.
That's news. But let me couch that by saying this is rookie minicamp.
Sure.
No pads, no full speed competition. Nobody coming to knock your head off.
It's telling. They're side by side, and they're not asked to do much, but they're both asked to do the same thing. And that one of them looked discernibly better than the other. I think that I didn't know that we would get that out of this minicamp.
We're standing here, Jay. They're on the field. They break the huddle from team stretch and team jog, and they go both pick up the ball and throw it. It's no question.
Wow, I think that's telling.
Now, y'all don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your comments. But it's a consensus in Cleveland that Shedeur has been the better quarterback, has been the more accurate quarterback, has looked better throwing the ball. Of course, we've heard and seen all the stuff on Twitter about Shedeur not throwing tight spirals, throwing wobblers, but that's semantics. It really doesn't matter as long as the ball gets there and it's not intercepted. Because one of the best quarterbacks of all time hardly ever threw tight spirals. If you go back and watch the history of Peyton Manning throwing balls, it's a whole lot of wobblies in there. They got there. They were on point, but they wasn't tight and right. They wasn't pretty. They were a little bit wobbly a lot of times, but it didn't matter. And just like him patting the ball, him not throwing tight ass spirals. But if you watch the ball flight, if you watch the trajectory of the ball, watch how the ball goes up. And then when it's getting to its access and where it needs to be, and it starts to taper off and drop down, oh my God. Shedeur's ball placement is second to none. He's one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the league. Like I said, when he was getting ready to come out of college, he is the most NFL ready quarterback in the draft. Nobody in the draft is more prepared and has been more prepared for the draft than Shedeur Sanders. I promise you that. He is the most ready quarterback in the draft. But y'all, I don't know. Y'all leave y'all thoughts. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all put y'all thoughts in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. And we'll dive more into it. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, man, we like thank y'all for watching. We got some more dropping. Your boy been busy. I didn't drop nothing yesterday. Busy day for me. So we'll drop a couple of the day. Y'all be on the lookout for them. Make sure you hit the post notification bell. Turn all that on. I know everybody's waiting on me to go back live, so we'll try to get one of those in. It's graduation season. So my nephew graduated this morning. My daughter graduates next week. And I got a couple other people that graduate in between those times. So y'all let me know. I'm going to holler at y'all. I'm out. Y'all be easy. See ya. Holla.